Thank you for tuning in to TalkWad.com, the world's fastest growing internet radio network. Please check out all the other great shows on www.talkwad.com.
Welcome. Welcome to I Am Frequency, another episode. We welcome you. God's grace. Would you ponder the possibilities with me? Would you eat an orange with me and let the juice illuminate and squirt down the side of your face? Would you allow me to wipe it clean with the hands of your grace? Would you ponder the possibilities with me and dance under a full moon, under a tree, while sanctifying and creating a sacred space? Would you laugh with me and cry with me and keep up our spiritual pace? Would you hug a tree with me and let a butterfly fly and land in our space? Loving it with me beyond the caterpillar of the past? It has no trace. For today we hold each other spiritually accountable, so we never lose face. I promise to love you and dissolve the illusion of the human race. Spark, for we the soul, we are the eternal race, and I am God's love. With this poem I've made my case. Would you ponder the possibilities with me? Oh God, I love thee with me, the divinity of being, even if it's your shoelace. Would you ponder the possibilities with me? God's grace. Happy Valentine's Day.
That was beautiful, Alan.
Hey, that's what it's all about. I Am Frequency, and it's Valentine's Day, so we have to have some fun, and I thought we would invite everyone to call in tonight. I know it's Valentine's, but it's all about sharing that love frequency, and here in I Am Frequency Radio, we do it every day, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do.
Feel free to call in. The call to action is to call in and share your frequency and join in our special night, because we are having, in honor of Valentine's Day, dueling I Am Frequency love stories. Speaking of which, drum roll, please. My hostess with the mostess has a Valentine's Day gift flying in, and you're going to the airport. You have to leave early.
Absolutely. Yes, I do. And I'm very excited.
Good. As well as you should be. You deserve a special visit from a Valentine's coming in from Wisconsin?
Yes.
Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So after 9 o'clock, I'm going to have about 15 minutes. I know we've got some sponsors calling in. We're going to share with them, and we're so grateful for our sponsors on this Valentine's Day. But feel free to call in. The theme for this evening is sharing Valentine's Day high-frequency love stories. And I even have one about elephants.
Oh, really? But before we get started, can we do our announcements?
Oh, absolutely. Please. Before we do the announcements, call in 727-493-2055. Call in with your high-frequency love story, 727-493-2055. Announcements.
All right. Yes, I think since I Am Frequency is sponsored by the Center for the Divinely Guided, I guess we should do their announcements.
We love the Divinely Guided. Great programs. Don't forget, we need to talk about A Course in Miracles. That's happening there every Wednesday.
Absolutely, which is what I probably should start off with. Every Wednesday, there is A Course in Miracles from 7 to 8:30, and it is at 4345 Ridgemore Drive, North, Palm Harbor, Florida, 34685. That's every Wednesday. And then every second and fourth Saturday from 5:30 to 6:30, there is an Idiksha Oneness Blessing.
I love those too.
Yes, absolutely. And they're at in Tarpon, and the address there is 2625 Keystone Road, Tarpon Springs 34688, and that's at Yoga Shakti. Also, on Friday nights, is Weight Loss Theater. And I think I'm going to let Alan talk a little bit about Weight Loss Theater.
Well, I'm very fortunate as I'm one of the fiduciaries there. I get to help host Weight Loss Theater.
Yes.
And we use a product called Metatrophin, metatrophin.com. And if you're thinking about a Valentine's Day gift, a slender you, it's way bigger than just losing body weight, is it not?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Weight Loss Theater is about the active imagination and the power of intent and using that power within to go above, down, inside out and lose the ego, the shadow, the illusion of what you're not. So we absolutely take awesome products with Metatrophin, metatrophin.com. But as a group of ladies and men, we have the confidence of sharing our success stories and scripting our way to a better health.
And we are starting to have some fantastic results.
Speaking of which, you too, you're going to say how much you've lost, but I can speak. They gave me permission to do this. Angelica, 13 pounds. Deborah, 17 pounds. Then this is in 14 days.
Yes.
So
that's amazing weight loss.
Yes. And how about you?
Well, I cheat a lot, but I'm still losing. I can't figure that one out. But I've lost about 10 pounds in the last 3 weeks.
Wow. And the scripting is serious. Everybody takes the products and then they script, because what you ardently desire, sincerely believe in, enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. And my script, even though I'm not losing any weight, I need to keep losing ego. Ego is the source of aggravation for all of us. And as we learn in A Course in Miracles, ego is just an illusion, edging God out. If it's not love, it's an illusion. But my script goes something like this. I'm clean, clear, calm, sober in the moment, financially abundantly powerful, purpose by being right now. My DNA and RNA genetic codes and crystals are enlightening. All 64 strands of them are completely completed, completed. I am an enlightened healer. And boy, that feels good when I do that every time I do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the purpose in having a script.
Yes. And what's amazing is when you join Weight Loss Theater, or even we've got people stopping by tomorrow who aren't even involved on a regular basis, and they're just stopping by to visit. Everybody shares in their script and their empowerment. And it's not a me program in this world. It's a we program. And we take the responsibility for me to make it a better we.
I love it.
Good.
Absolutely.
So that's happening at the Divinely Guided Center. What else?
Yes. That's it.
That's a lot. What about A Course in Miracles?
Oh, I talked about that.
Okay, but in our dueling frequency love vibrations tonight, like dueling banjos, way better than dueling banjos.
I did forget something.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
You're forgiven immediately.
How wonderful. That's why I come here. Where else can you go and be forgiven instantly?
And if I don't forgive you immediately, I have to deal with you later. So.
Okay. Well, the other thing I wanted to talk about is first and third Fridays, we have spiritual cinema.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've
got a call already? Okay. Well, let's do the spiritual theater, and then we'll bring the call in so we don't lose that thought.
Okay. And also on Wednesdays, right before A Course in Miracles, we have Kundalini practice, Kundalini yoga. And so
who's the instructor?
Well, we're all teachers. So we just take turns. And so if you're interested in just practicing or trying to find out what it's all about, please feel free to stop by 4345 Richmore Drive North, Palm Harbor, Florida, and join us for a little Kundalini fun.
Great. And for
Raise that Kundalini.
Absolutely. I am frequency, raising the frequency. Absolutely. All the ways we can.
All the time.
So thank you for calling in. Let us know who you are and how you're doing. Welcome.
Hello. Hi, this is Ronnie.
Oh my gosh, Ronnie, how are you?
I'm doing well. I know you guys, I'm not talking on the subject that it's Valentine's Day, I know. And
happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. But since you guys are on the subject of A Course in Miracles, and I'm a new student of A Course in Miracles. I'm just a kindergarten student.
Oh, you're doing very well. Trust me.
No, I'm really, really, really new to the course. And One of my questions is there somewhere within the book of A Course in Miracles where I can go when I get stuck on one of the principles that I need to further, explain that one principle?
Yes. Immediately sit in silence and ask your heart, the connection with God, the answer, and sit there for a while.
And you're never ever stuck.
And you're never ever wrong.
You always get it.
It's a process.
On some level. And the mind, the ego wants to try to figure it out. But the heart always gets it. Right. Always. It's written that way.
And also, I've seen you at these classes, and I think you're doing marvelous. My ego is the first one to tell me I'm better than, worse than, not getting it, totally got it, and other people don't. That's the beauty of A Course in Miracles, is that we're all sharing that knowledge that perception is everything. And when we see something, or if somebody does something to us that we are not in agreement in, it is not about that person doing it to us. It is about the perception of, I attracted that into my life, and love is everything. If it's not of love, if it's not a thought of joy and love, it doesn't really exist. So we learn not to buy into those illusions. So with love, Miss Ronnie, I suggest when you come to the course next time, you share that experience of your perception was you're a kindergarten student, when in reality, you're sitting there learning as we are. And when you're green, you grow. When you're ripe, you're rot. So you're learning just as much as we are.
Yeah, but I feel like a first grader surrounded by graduates.
Well, and you know what I always say, Ronnie, when we're all together and we're all making that effort, is what it is. But people have been practicing A Course in Miracles and other spiritual principles for a long time. It's kind of easy to be there and look like a giant when we're all sitting together for that hour. But if you truly want to see where someone's at, follow them around for 24 hours or up and down Highway 19.
And not only that, if you weren't in the same space, you would not be in the same space.
Yeah, you definitely belong there. So I don't know if that answered your question, but
It does. So next time when I read one of the principles and I can't answer it right away, then I'll just sit with it for a while.
And you know what we want you to do, as we tell everybody who calls in or when they come to A Course in Miracles, is share that. Share what you were stuck on and how you felt that you were getting unstuck. Or when you share what you were stuck on, we all share our experience, strength, and hope of going to the next level, of going beyond illusions. And, sometimes the most precious soul there is the one who's stuck, because we all share those illusions of being stuck. And when we do it together, it's just easier to get beyond it. It's almost like I am frequency, shine clear. Hello, mirror, beyond fear, seeing closer, silently look here, connected with God, clean and clear like a mirror. Love, merged with presence, nothing to fear. For all I meet will repeat. We are family to meet, full of cheer, far and near, clean and clear like a mirror. And should someone like illusion try to fog our reflection, I just remember not mine, but God's perfection. This will train you and I to go beyond and really fly. This I see for you and me. Love, peace, and harmony, merged with presence, nothing to fear, clean and clear like a mirror. A Course in Miracles, silently closer, look here, beyond fear. Hello, mirror, I am frequency, I am here. It's Valentine's. It's Valentine's Day.
Beautiful. It really was. It makes me feel a lot better, because I guess my ego was telling me that I didn't belong within the group because I'm a beginner, So
the ego will do funny things like that, won't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. Okay. Thank you so much.
Well, if I told you that you made my day for calling, would you believe me?
Yes, I would believe you.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, Ronnie.
And then you know what else,
Alan.
Ronnie?
Thank you, Maureen.
Yeah, and
Bye-bye.
you know the other thing, Ronnie, before you hang up,
Uh-huh.
is that always remember what T.D. Jakes said. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Okay? I don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room.
I'm never in the right room then.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Love you, Ronnie.
Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, that was kind of a good love story in itself. When we share our weaknesses, we share our strengths. And it takes courage to say, hey, I don't always get it.
Absolutely.
I don't always get it. And I got it. Call in 727-493-2055. I am Frequency. Happy Valentine's. And we're getting into the dueling love stories. And Maureen's going to get hers ready while I read one because I can't hog all the love vibration stories here. Are you ready to read one?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You get yours ready. I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
This one I actually had the fun of writing a few years back. I don't want to even say how many because I always age myself, but this was a while ago. It's called Feed the Light. Feed the light. You will become bright. For when you are in the light, you are right. Feed the light. What do you feed the light? Why, all your thoughts and all your might, good and bad and all in sight. Because you are not the ever-ending stream of thoughts, but the conscious light of love beyond thought, loving, watching, observing, and being. The quiets of strength, ever filled and overflowing. It is here with God I can enjoy the ride, not judging or qualifying or preaching to me. After all, I realize that everything I say or preach is what I still need to learn most myself. So I choose silence of stillness and breath in the light. I feed myself the light. I feed it all thoughts of bad, good, and delight. For I am consciousness, light after light. Words can't explain this, so I will shut up now and be the light. Insight. I am Frequency.
That was nice.
Boom.
Yes. Okay. One of my favorite authors of all time is Marianne Williamson.
I love her. Amazing.
I just love her. And she's also just remarkable when it comes to A Course in Miracles as well.
Yes.
Really explains it and just kind of lays it out. The book is a difficult book to read. And one of the things that Marianne Williamson said was that, love has been kind of getting a bad rap lately. And since this is Valentine's Day and we're talking about love, one of the things that she said was that people are getting it all wrong. And so they were saying that, when you fall in love, that was kind of an illusion. And so that, when you start noticing the real person and all these not bad qualities, but qualities that you don't necessarily agree with, then all of a sudden you wake up and you really are that's the reality of it all. And what she was saying is that, you got it all backwards. When you are in love, you are awake.
Yes.
And when you start to see some of those defects of character, it's when you're falling back to sleep.
Wow.
And so now, every so often, when I'm at work or in a situation where I think that I'm starting to see something that is other than love, I just tap myself on the shoulder and say, Maureen, wake up.
Wow. So if I'm standing there looking at someone and I'm going, I'm seeing way too many negative aspects.
Matter of fact, if you're seeing too many aspects, it's about time to go to sleep, right?
No, but that's so true. Also, A Course in Miracles teaches us that evil is nothing more than an absence of love.
Yes.
Evil isn't evil. There just isn't any love there.
Which means that it's about time for me to throw some love on a situation.
There you go.
You go. That'll get rid of all that.
You go, girl.
All right, so let me do my reading.
I am Frequency, Marine Payne on love. How was that for a segue?
Gadgets. Trying to do the book. How do you do this, Alan? This is so cumbersome. And let me see if I'm on the right page here.
You got it covered, or you want me to jump back in on one?
Well, I was thinking I was getting ready to ask you to, but I think I do. Okay. First, she talks about stuff, and then she gives a prayer on it. And I think I'm going to read the prayer first because I really like it.
Awesome.
Dear God, I am ready to see perfection in another human being. I am ready to surrender all my thoughts of how my partner isn't good enough. I am ready to see the beauty and the inner core of all mankind. If there is one person, either in my life or on their way, who would benefit from my vision of his loveliness, let him make his way into my arms. May my perfection of his beauty wash away his self-hatred. May my forgiveness of his errors release him from his guilt. May I learn to support, to listen, to understand. May I learn to serve him in his quest for higher ground. May I learn to give joy, to nurture, and to share. And most of all, may I never forget to pray for my love and help him pray. Amen.
Wow. I Am Frequency. You too can call in and share your dueling love stories of I Am Frequency tonight, 727-493-2055. That was powerful, Miss Maureen.
That one.
Yeah, me too. Wow. I've got one that I'd like to share since we're doing the dueling love stories, and I had the pleasure of writing this one too, and sometimes I feel like I'm really living this one. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's a little bit long, but I got to get loosened up here and let this one cut loose from the heart.
Well, you're very good at that, so take your time.
I sure do enjoy it. It's something about spoken. I feel like a spoken art throb when I'm speaking poetry. Spoken art throb. Did I just coin a word? Camping under the quantum tree processor of I Am Frequency. Are you feeling subdued, used, blue, absurdly abused, and garbage tattooed? And that is just what the guy next to you in your work cubicle thinks? That's not your former wife or your mother-in-law? Or the lawyers of game who want to play fame? Political pollution, wide-scale defame, money and cheating. What happened to the old dating game? I love the world. Still, I just don't fit in. Welcome to the stories of the acts of the 21st century. You are not alone. There is something up on the line? I don't know. Is that for us? It's okay. We'll just go ahead with the poem. You are not alone. There is an awakened light family waiting for you, resting in canopy, camping under the canopy of light and love, helping us to overcome and go home at light speed. It takes a second and is faster than thought. Hence the healing line, faster than thought. So just sit back and let your mind ripple, pop like a cork, third eye open, which is better than being hit by a pitchfork. The reason is season and the time is gone. It is now Valentine's Day, so you can tag along. All third eyes are open and looking at you. That is what you feel, and why yours is open too. Hello, I Am Frequency. For I often wonder, while feeling a little bit like blue thunder, gazing out under this quantum canopy field of energy, I Am Frequency in true wonder. Eternally forever spaced, is life just one big blue blah blunder of a long lost race, lost face, disgraced? What is my reality peace pace? What is my real face? Surely not all this negativity and killing rat race. What an illusion, not in my case. Whoa, time out, I mean time in. It's not in me. It is what it is, and it's all about that, what it is. Not in me, but me. I take full responsibility when I see. I must be the love, the quantum, the reality that my thoughts paint my reality, and I affect the quality of all life that all has to be. For the family of I Am Frequency Light Tree. For every shadow cannot exist without light, and light cannot be known without shadows. You see, I am one awareness of one of the lights that make up the tree of thee. Unless I forget, no more me, but shade of a tree for a while. So smile. This is surreal spiritual rap. Go be do bop pop pop quantum hip hop. I create infinitically, where all moments of reality are affected by our light waves. Where it begins, thoughts of now, postulating now, eternal Rembrandts of forgetfulness, or absolute Rembrandts of bright brilliance, remembrance, momentarily flickering on and off as our consciousness dims by blue whims or beams of awakened bites, beholden sights. Hold on to your happiness, for you are, yes, you and me, we are kissing the shadows, understanding the shade. The fear and the pain of what is not real becomes fertile ground for the quantum I Am Frequency fields of poised possibilities, to unleash the wonder, to ponder the cool pools of water of potentiality. Drink the fruit I bear, I swear. For eternity, God is in the now. You and me, the family of light, truth, serum tree. The holy grail of holograms, the whole of the whole humanity. is really one big I am frequency together, quantum tree of existence, family persistence. So the forgotten race, color, or creed, we all come from one and the same seed. Now the love quantum seed of eternity, wave after wave, I the light thought, manifest, born and free in God's canopy. Thy will be done, quantum space tree. In my mind's eye right now, a sprout of intuition. I reason right here, right now under this tree. The I am frequency, is this the last place you and me, we will ever be? Then I remember now, this moment, and I am set free. Om Shanti, peace. This feeling free, third eye open, I now see. Cycle, moment after cycle, moment I repeat to be. Breath after breath, these costumes are not me. I shed the thought this is the last place I will ever be, replacing it with the first real thought of me. I am an eternal living soul, forever free. Moment to moment, I always be. All that I was, I am be. For I am part of this I am frequency, eternal living tree. I just follow genetically, consciously, awareness-born progeny. God is the moment eternally. Now feel yourself born thoughtfully. Pause, portal moment bliss, full and free. For soon, all the reasons become seasons of simplicity. Knowledge and remembrance resprouting identically make you and me on the tree of the I frequency wherever we will be. And shall I ever feel the need, I can merge with the seed, God. Wholeness one, settling body consciousness, karma, soul conscious and free. For we are in season and the time is ripe for creating pure family. Right now, this Valentine's tree, God, you and me, for eternity, cosmic space, tree, I am frequency.
I feel like I'm supposed to snap or something.
Oh, I forgot how long that was.
No, that was really
Are we still
nice.
on the air?
Yes. But you were in the zone. You were in the zone. That was pretty cool.
Oh, we said we were going to make this show a little extra fun and do dueling love poems.
I don't know about dueling.
Bring us.
What about sharing?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, it's all about sharing. So.
Yes. All right. Well, because I want to hear, well, no, I'm going to go ahead. I was going to say, but because I want to hear your elephant story.
Yes, the elephant story.
I am going to stay just a couple minutes longer.
Okay.
But then I'll go ahead and I'll do Marianne Williamson again.
Please, absolutely.
Because, like I said, she's just
yes.
When it comes to love, her first book, what was that? Return to Love. When it comes to love, when it comes to the Course in Miracles, I just can't find anybody that has a better handle on how to explain all of it. She's just right there.
She's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Enough of that. She's not here, so it's not like I need to introduce her. I feel like I'm giving an introduction.
But while you're reading it, her presence will be here through you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Keep losing the right page. All right. I think I'm going to go with this one then. Dear God, please show me how to love. Teach me how to extend my light into the life of another. Remove the barriers to my soul, the walls which stand in front of my heart, my commitment to loneliness, my resistance to joining. I do not seek love, dear God, for I know it is all around me. I seek instead the healing of my resistance to it, the strengthening of my spirit, that I might learn to love well, to love fully, and to love deeply. When my true love calls, dear Lord, please keep my ears open. Let me not shut down. Let me not forsake him. Let me always remember that his call to love him is my call to love you. Thank you very much. Amen.
Wow. Amen, 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 amen. Wow. I really like that part where she said, I let go of my resistance. And I was thinking, wow, that's what love is. Letting go of the resistance and letting it be, accepting it.
Yeah, because the I can't find that line now, but there was a favorite line in there for me as well.
The other thing that I really liked the synchronicity of synchronicity is when you said love and then corrected yourself because the word was Lord. But they're synonymous, are they not?
Yeah.
They're identical. So that was like the best Freudian slip of the night. Love, Lord. So, all right. Elephant story?
Yes. Then
Okay.
I gotta go.
Okay. I'm sure that he's waiting at the airport with flowers, chocolates, and all sorts of great Valentine's. Hey, maybe he's got a Valentine's Day poem. Definitely make him call it up and share it. All right.
Oh, he had me at Landon. Go ahead.
Oh, he had you at landing?
He didn't need nothing.
Hey, wow. That's awesome. Okay. So here at I Am Frequency, if you remember, every night we're on, every other week, the Course of Miracles is on one week, and then we're on live. And 2 weeks ago when we were live, we talked about the insensitivity of the people walking in the subway. And there was this master violinist who is world renowned. He sells out the Boston Theater at $100 a seat. And he was playing in the subway and nobody spent a second listening to him. And he was playing on a $3.5 million violin and people just walked by him. Amazing, huh? This story takes that I Am Frequency even another step forward. We all know that when we were growing up, we were amazed at the dog whistle, right? You couldn't hear it, but the dogs would go nuts. And that's a frequency, that's a pitch. But that's nothing compared to what we're understanding now from the animals. Amazing.
Spiritual animals, yeah.
This is about elephants, and we all know elephants mourn their dead. But I did not know this was possible, but it's documented and it's verified. For 12 hours, 2 herds of wild South African elephants slowly made their way through the Zululand bush until they reached the house of a late author, Lawrence Anthony, the conservationist who saved these elephants, saved their lives. They were formerly violent rogue elephants destined to be shot a few years ago as pests. So they were rescued and rehabilitated by Anthony. And for 2 days, the herds loitered at Anthony's rural compound on the vast Thulu Game Reserve in South Africa. They came there to say goodbye to the man they loved. He had died a week before, and these herds of elephants came in to see him. How did they know he was dead?
That's amazing.
There were 2 herds at Thula. According to his son Dylan, both arrived at the Anthony family compound shortly after Anthony's death. They had not visited the house for a year and a half, and it must have taken them about 12 hours to make the journey. Dylan said, and this was all documented by the newspapers in the area, that they came in. I've got pictures here on my computer. Dylan said a day later, the other herd came, and they all hung around for about 2 days before making their way back to the bush. The elephants have long been known to mourn their own dead, but to literally come back and mourn a human being that saved their life, is that an I Am Frequency story?
I love that story.
Yeah.
That's the best Valentine's story I've heard.
That's a love story of someone who saved their life. Here at I Am Frequency, we all know we resonate beyond the ego, beyond the body conscious frequencies, into the soul, the love, the acceptance of a better world, a one world, taking the responsibility to make ourselves better first. Here at I Am Frequency, and I'm going to miss you the next 15 minutes. Yes. Tell your significant other happy Valentine's that I am thoroughly upset with. I mean, I'm thoroughly happy that he's coming in to get you. And you have a wonderful Valentine's.
You do the same, and when you see
Wait a minute. What's that? I hear thousands of our listeners saying, Happy Valentine's Day, Maureen.
Oh, I would like to say thank you. And also, I can't hear myself now because I took these off. But also say Happy Valentine's Day to your girl, and that I miss her, and you guys are going to have to come around for dinner at some point.
Which one?
Which one what?
I'm teasing.
I know you are.
Yeah, I'm significantly celebrating. The first part of that word, celebrate. That's true love story.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, we're going to take you off with a poem. I am frequency, deities never die. You may ask why. So God tells us from up on high, not from the sky, but seated in elevated consciousness, open third eye. Deities never die. Ask yourself why. Do not be shy. Think beneath. Take waste beyond the taste. It's as sweet as humble pie. Set yourself free. You can fly when you understand deities never die. Moment by moment shed the worldly body negative eye. You are a point of light, godlike, oh my. Yes, it is true, God recreates us with knowledge. But body consciousness and ego is the lie. So I, the soul, remember, I never die. Now I, the being that churns and learns to tie our relationships with God, the one as sweet as humble pie. I am a point of light, godlike, oh my. I yearn to earn, continuing to learn, claiming all rights and taking my turn. Now I am totally fulfilled, so I never ask why. Deities never die. I am frequency. I am. So we're going to continue. I know we've got a couple sponsors that are going to call in. We're so grateful for our sponsors that help the show to be possible. And we also know that a lot of people call in from looking at the show later on in the week at some point, tonight being Valentine's Day. For those of you that are going to look at this show later, make every day a Valentine's Day. Wherever you're right now watching this show, it's a Valentine's Day moment. It's you and you and you and everything that you attract into your life is that power of connection between you and your higher self, God, the God of your understanding. So call in right now. Even then, you can call in 727-493-2055 or look at our numbers posted on Talkwad Radio. I am frequency. We have 813-802-5044. That's 813-802-5044. And that I am frequency has all the numbers to our sponsors. And we're going to be talking about that in just a moment. In fact, I have a little poem, since tonight's all about that as well, for the Dueling Poems. And this is going to set up the sponsor, which we had on 2 weeks ago, Ideal Water with Winston Gao, Natural Plus Plus. And he also had something that was absolutely fantastic. And I forgot to ask Maureen to share her story, because once she met Winston Gao 2 weeks ago on this show of I Am Frequency, talking about turbocharged turmeric and the frequency of the living organisms that it is made up of, because fermentation is a living organism which helps balance the hormones in the body. It helps assist in the inflammation in the body, and it's an amazing product. I take it. Maureen started taking it, and she definitely had some great stories on her digestive system and how good it felt. We'll let her talk about that next time. Okay. I guess I want to read this one. And this one is connected to the Course in Miracles show. When you begin to realize your own precise, unique gifts and self-worth, the need to define yourself, to actually define yourself, will diminish and your body will relax. This is also an awareness or taste of the most delicious elixir in the universe, humility of being, a grateful experience of fulfillment, knowing that you're in purpose of being. This experience of humility is a gift only to be known to you and merged with the God of your understanding. Once tasted, the delight of it becomes our purpose for being. You will flow with the art of the moment, creating your best work constantly. Love, peace, and harmony, a matrix of motions, creating an everlasting peace for the I Am frequency within you. So that was the setup for our sponsors, and we have one of our sponsors on the line right now. I'm not sure which one it is, but let's find out. Thank you for calling I Am Frequency on this Valentine's Day.
Hi, Alan. How you doing? This is Gary with Flow Energy.
Gary with Clean Flow Energy. Happy Valentine's Day, Gary.
Same to you, buddy. Thank you.
And definitely give a hug to your beautiful wife.
I sure will.
It's pronounced Dr. Nye, right?
Dr. Nairi Abdul. That's correct.
That's right. I call her Nye for short, like the science guy, Dr. Nye. No, she's a beautiful lady. Hey, listen, I know that Clean Flow Energy has been sponsoring this show from the beginning, and we have health products on the show as sponsors. You are the only one that's not a health product, and people were like asking me, well, how can you have a Clean Flow Energy? And which, by the way, I love your new Facebook page, Clean Flow Energy on Facebook.
Absolutely.
I like that. And there's even people who go online for Facebook, on Facebook, Clean Flow Energy, and there's some testimonials of how great Gary's products are in saving energy at your home. But why is I Am Frequency being sponsored by Clean Flow Energy? And Gary and I both talked about it, and we're like, yeah, I would love to welcome your contributions to helping this show be possible and having you share, because in I Am Frequency, as people run around the world trying to make more money, driving up and down Highway 19, trying to make a buck, what if you could literally save 20 to 30% off your electric bill and not do anything but change up on it a little bit and install a Clean Flow Energy system? What if you could go to work every day and do nothing but that and save 20 to 30% off your electric bill? I'm like, are you kidding me? How does that happen? Gary, how do you do that?
It's very simple. We just apply our technology to the electrical system, and we capture that wasted energy, recycle it for later use. So we're cleaning up the environment. We're cleaning up your carbon footprint. We also have a surge suppressor, so we're suppressing your surges and your spikes. We have a voltage regulator, so we're evening out your high and low voltages. It's just phenomenal. This week we had really good news across the board. We had customers calling in from Trinidad. So
you do business outside the United States as well?
Absolutely, and that's how great this product is. It's a necessity to everyone.
Well, before you tell us about the good news from Trinidad, which I want to hear about, because I know they have a lot of power surges, even more so than America. And Florida is one of the number one states in the United States for for lightning hits, is it not?
Absolutely, it sure is. It's the lightning city of the world.
Yeah, so power surges alone, and just so our listeners get an idea, if somebody went to the store and they purchased a surge protector for each unit of the house, like your computer, your compressors, the surge protection is going to cost what?
For depending on the quality, you're looking at an average of $100 to $150 a piece.
Wow. So I could easily end surge protection alone. I mean, I've got my computer halfway surge protected, but the rest of the things I do not. And I remember getting struck by lightning and everything went down. The neighbors were okay. I don't know why I went down, but so you're telling me that your product does surge protection as well as saving 20 to 30% a month.
Absolutely. That's just one of the many built-in features of our technology, and the surge suppression. It's very effective, and because you're blocking the surges at the source of your electrical system, you're literally protecting your entire property and everything in it.
So this device, cleanflowenergy.com, is attached to the electrical outlet source as the energy comes in from the electric company to your house?
Yes, it goes directly into the electrical panel on its own dedicated breaker, and you just set it up. There's no buttons to press. There's no maintenance, and it does the job.
And as far as savings, before I took Gary on as a sponsor, I did my due diligence, because I have family and friends and loved ones, and I love everybody, don't get me wrong, but the immediate family, if somebody's going to be on the show sponsoring, I did my due diligence. I believe a good radio host should. And I literally have in my hands bills from, I guess I can say his name. It's public knowledge because you've given this in the promo packs as well.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Alacock. literally has bills that over a 3-year period that are $198 all the way down to $160 some dollars. And I mean, that doesn't sound like much, but that's basically, $40 a month. I mean, that's a lot.
Absolutely. And that adds up, apart from the financial savings, Alan, you're looking at, and this leads me right into my very satisfied customers that called in, a couple of them from Trinidad, a couple of them from Florida, where they had experiences where huge power surges came in, the entire street went out except their properties.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. So everybody else around in Trinidad in that energy grid went down, and people with clean flow energy in Trinidad were still up.
That's correct.
Amazing. And you know what? I was just reading his bill, and he was just a little homeowner. His bill was couple hundred, $250 a month. The average bill I've researched is like $350 to $450 in Florida, and these people are saving $80 a month.
Absolutely.
That's $800 a year for doing nothing. And you've got it set up for our customers. And again, it's cleanflowenergy.com that you give a written guarantee that if they do not save 20 to 30%, or their initial investment, if they do not save that within the first 8 to 12 months, you give them their money back. Is that true?
That's guaranteed.
Well, it's a no-brainer.
It is a no-brainer. Why spend $15,000 to save 20% when you can spend approximately $600-700 and save the same thing? It's just a no-brainer.
And you know what? That's exactly. And don't get me wrong, I love solar energy, but the solar panels are ridiculously expensive. And you're talking less than. Can we say what the product cost, or is it different with each home? Or
generally speaking, in a residential, you're looking at around $675 to $700 installed.
But you're going to get that paid back within the first 8 to 12 months. So what about the next 4 or 5 years? It's all profit?
That's money in your pocket.
Wow. So it is a no-brainer. Okay, Gary, that's an amazing story. We've got 3 minutes left, and I'm so glad you called in at the end of the program because, hey, that's what it's all about, is raising the frequency for Valentine's Day. We had a lot of good love stories, but I can't think of any greater love on Valentine's Day than telling our listeners you can also save 20 to 30% on your electric bill, guaranteed. cleanflowenergy.com.
Thank you, Alan. You guys have a good night.
Thank you so much, Gary. That's Gary from cleanflowenergy.com. That's amazing. And
all our contact information is on the website. And Alan, you could probably shoot a brief number on there if they want to reach out to us to get a free evaluation.
I'll do that right now. I think I've got the information right in front of me. cleanflowenergy.com, and you can get their number off the website there. We also have a number right here for cleanflowenergy.com, and that number is 813-802-5044 or 813-438-0045. That's 813-438-0045. And they're telling me I'm out of time. So since I'm out of time, I'm going to read one more poem and end with that. And if we go out while I'm still reading the poem, I am Frequency. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. This is called Kissing Tears, Pure Kissing. I am Frequency. Happy Valentine's Day 2013. Liquid tears filled with bliss complete my journey. I've just been kissed. Suspended in time, rolling down my face. Every tear has its place. Like liquid years, I see all space. A reigning of our soul-conscious deity race. Long lost, now found, I'm back on pace. Sparkling in the middle of my forehead, one perfect pure tear. So clear, no fear, more than near. It is the embodiment of all virtues merged with God. Love, I am here. I am the soul, I am the source, like tear. I am the soul with God. Om Shanti Sphere. I, the soul, is what's been missing all these years. I am the pure one's tears. I become washing away fears with these pure one's tears, sprinkling the world with these droplets of mirrors. We are those droplets. We are God's tears. God's drops so perfect and clear for eternity repeats year after year. Now liquid tears filled with bliss start my journey. I've just been kissed. Kissing tears, pure kissing. I am frequency.